In this video, I am going to start the topic that is very much important, the topic that is should we do Cisco certification, Juniper, or should we do Huawei? So, Cisco is having about 4 certifications that are very much important in computer networks. The basic entry level certification, that is Cisco Certified Network Associate, and in that certification the students try to learn the things that are about routing protocols, and some of the 3 routing protocols routing information protocol, enhanced interior gateway routing protocol, and another one that is open shortest path first. These 3 routing protocols and version 1 and version 2 of the routing information protocols are also implementing. The instructor try to implement these 3 routing protocol in the through Cisco packet tracer in CCNA. This is the entry level certification. I think if someone wants to get a university degree, or if someone wants to get a technical education or certification, I will if someone is interested in technical education, so he should do these sort of certification. If someone is interested in computer networks, he should do first the CCNA. And if I talk about the Huawei certification, that is HCNA, Huawei Certified Network Associate. That certification of Cisco and Huawei both are very much similar. Both are having the entry level certification of about the routers, switches, and bridges and hubs, and they try to implement some sort of routing protocols on that uh, uh, routers and switches. But the main difference between these 2 companies, like the Cisco and Huawei, is having their routers and switches. Like Huawei is having their own routers, and Huawei is having their own. So, if someone is interested in HCNA, so he will be implementing all these things on Huawei routers. And there is another company as well that is called Juniper, and Juniper is also announcing Cisco and Huawei as well. That is JNCA. JNCA is the entry level certification for Cisco and Huawei, and the person who wants to do some sort of initial networking certification in Juniper, he will be doing that certification, and he will be simply implementing some sort of routing techniques on Juniper routers. So, moving towards the second professional certification, if I talk in if I say something in Cisco certification, that is CCNP, Cisco Certified Network Professional. Also, the JNCP, and JNCP means that certification is Juniper is announcing this certification, and that is the second most professional certification in computer networks in the in the Juniper certifications. And also in the Huawei as well, they are announcing HCNP. uh, After that, they are announcing some sort of expert level certification, that is Cisco is offering a certification that is called CCIE, Cisco Certified Internetwork Expert. And these certification, if someone do CCIE in service provider, or if someone is interested in routing and switching, and so many people that are interested in security or in data centers, so they should do from initially. If someone is interested in security, so he should do CCNA or HCNA in security. and onward he should continue his second most professional certification in security, and onward CCIE, the expert level as well. If someone so many students are confused in these sort of things, because some students do their entry level certification in security and then they want to switch in routing and switching. So for them that will be very much difficult because they miss the basics of that certification. So I will prefer if someone is interested in routing and switching, and so many students, I have seen so many students that they do the entry level certification in routing and switching, and then the second most certification in also in routing and switching, and then they switch their expert level certification in service provider. If I talk about the service provider certification is very much easy because they are mostly relying on wireless communication, and the wireless devices that the Cisco are providing, they are very few, but the coding on Cisco devices is very much easy in the service provider certification. So if someone is interested in this certification, I will prefer them that they should start from the entry level and then end on the CCIE. And if I talk about the online exams of this certification, the CCNA is having, if someone want to split the course of CCNA, then they can do one course like that is called ICND1. That is the sub part of CCNA, and the second sub part that is called ICND2. CCNA is having about 12 topics, so many students try to split their journal course in two, and they give their final exams like two paper exam. The one is called ICND1 and another one is called ICND2. And if I talk about CCNP, then CCNP, if someone is doing the certification in routing and switching, so they have to give three exams. The one is called routing, another one is called switching, and another third one is called troubleshooting. And if I talk about the certification, that is the expert level certification, that is called CCIE. CCIE is called Cisco Certified Internetwork Expert. So this certification is having one written exam, and that can be conducted even in the third world country as well. But if someone want to give the exam of a lab, so some countries like UAE, Bangladesh, they are having the authority to conduct the lab exam of a CCIE, because some centers of Cisco is having that facility that the students can give the lab exam as well, and the lab exam is having almost 8 hours. They have to spend 8 hours in that lab, and they have to give solution to the customers that the customers are facing, how they can give a solution to that troubleshoots. So this video is basically based on this certification, and if someone is interested in programming like Java programming, so he can do the Sun certification. Sun is also the organization just like Cisco. And if I say someone is interested in the certification of web engineering, so some other platforms like edX, Udemy, and these platforms are also announcing some sort of courses like that. But I haven't seen some reputable platform in the web engineering field that they are offering some sort of certification. But I have seen the Sun certification that that company is announcing in Java. But if I talk about Android, so Android is also having some sort of certification and programming skills they are announcing through courses. So if someone is interested in Android programming, he or she should learn the iOS techniques, like some sort of operating systems, like one operating system that is called Sandwich, iOS. There are so many versions of operating system that are used in the uh, Android. Android programming, or you can say the basic language that is behind after Android is Java. So Java is also having the technique, or like you can say the tips and tricks, that is object oriented programming, that is commonly called OOP. So behind OOP, the first step you have to study, that is C and C++. In C and C++, you will have basic knowledge of programming, and after that you have to study the object oriented concept. Even the object oriented concept you can easily learn through MIT App Inventor as well. Through App Inventor you can study like through drag and drop programming you will learn these skill. And the MIT App Inventor and visual programming is having the facility that you can learn through drag and drop programming. So that's all about this video, and try to share my videos, like and comment on my videos, and try to subscribe my channel, that is Exploring Life is Fun. And thank you so much for watching.